Yay Networks.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies, the podcast where we talk about the highs and lows of parenting.
Yeah.
I think we got some highs and some lows today.
Going a little bragging.
We should start with a high, do a low in the middle, and then end with a high.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, high. I got a vasectomy. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
My wife does not find it amusing that people are hailing me a hero.
What is that about? Because
I don't know. Guys, listen. All the people are saying it was brave, and it's ladies. Ladies are hitting me up going like, so brave of you, or thank you for taking the stigma back.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch like 90s sitcoms, and it was always the joke, like, oh, you're going to be emasculated. Oh,
Right.
seedless grapes. Ha, 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 ha. And, I guess I kind of like fell into that then. But now I'm like, I don't want any more kids. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I think people are saying thank you for doing this because if you want to do the snip to a lady, it's a lot more invasive.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot more on a woman's body after she's already given birth. And so a guy, it's just a little boop, boop, and that's it.
Here's the way I look at it. It's a marriage is a team. You know, it's a team. You know, we got a mom, dad, and then you start having kids. Your team grows. We're a team. So you have to do certain things so that it's a team effort. My wife carried the children.
Mm-hmm.
She gave birth to the children, 2 C-sections. That wasn't easy.
Mm-mm.
The least I could do is go in and have a guy cut a small little tiny incision and get my little spaghettis and cut them.
Little?
I saw them.
Yeah. Oh, you look down?
What?
I watched.
I don't think I want to look down. Give me a big sheet that just goes over.
Mind blowing, guys. It is nuts, literally.
Do guys normally look?
I don't know. I mean, he said you can look if you want.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is TMI. If you guys are interested, I'll tell you what happened.
I'm interested.
As much
Trey, are you
detail
going
as
to
possible.
get a vasectomy one day?
I have a consultation coming up soon.
Okay.
I'm done here.
Chatty mommy's listening. Maybe your husband doesn't listen to you. Maybe he's on the, thinking about it. This is the time for him to listen to see that it's not that bad. You sign up for it. You go in for a consultation. I thought he was going to take a look at it. I actually had trimmed up for the man, so just in case, he didn't even look at it. He goes, all right, man, you're going to come in. It's going to be about 15 minutes. Boom. I said, cool. I show up, sit in the waiting room with Kinsey. She came with me. Nervous as hell. Nervous. Because I'm watching to see who's walking out, who's walking funny. There's old people, there's young people. I'm like, I can't tell anybody's doing what.
Well, I think you could tell because who's going in for a vasectomy because they have on like comfortable shorts
Yeah.
and pants.
I had some sweatpants.
Yeah.
Finally, they come out. Chavez. And I let out a, oh. And Kinsey goes, you're not going to back out. Let's go. We get in there. I walk into the room. I smell burning flesh.
Oh, no.
Wait, before anything had happened?
Before anything had happened.
It hadn't aired out from the first person before
I
you.
saw a guy walk out, and I thought to myself, that dude, he looked like he was in my boat. Like he probably just got one, but he was walking fine. He was looking good.
Oh, it's like going into a restroom after someone had just left.
Well, they're running them through like it's at McDonald's.
And
Was
so,
the seat still warm?
I mean, yeah. It smelled fresh. It smelled like you just walked into it smelled like burning. That scared me a little bit.
Sure.
Then a nurse walks in, male nurse, thank goodness, because I feel like I would have. It's really cold in that room, so I needed a male presence aside from my wife. He makes you sit down on the bed. He makes you undress, and he's going to go prep you.
Is Kinsey in the room the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's in the room the whole time. He goes, I'm going to prep you. He lifts the towel up. He goes, oh, you already did the work for me. And I said, yeah. I didn't feel comfortable with another man and a razor near that stuff, so I went ahead and did it for you. How'd I do? He said, great. We joked around, bop, bop, bop. He put a bunch of soap on it, and he goes, is this the first time? And I go, that's a lot. That's TMI. Yes.
Is this the first time?
First time a guy's washed me. And it was.
And he's got a whole comedy routine,
Yeah,
right?
he's trying to make you feel comfortable, and he did a great job. And I said, is this, I'm obviously not the first one. I smell the last guy. And he goes, nah, man, we've done tons today. Tons. I've done thousands of these a year.
It's 9:30. How many have y'all done?
Yeah. And he leaves. He goes, doctor will be in here shortly. Doctor walks in with some little thing he's hauling with him. I think it's the thing that burns. And he goes, all right, man. Lifts up. He goes, it's not going to be bad. All right? It's going to be no problem. You're going to feel a little pinch. That's when he injected me with the
kind of numbed you up.
The numbner. And then he's just talking. And he goes, all right, man, you're going to feel a little pressure. And I'm like, when are we going to start? And he goes, oh, I already cut. And I go, you already cut? He goes, yeah, you want to watch? And I go, yeah. So I look, and he goes, okay, you're going to feel the pressure. And he lifts up this spaghetti-looking thing.
Yeah, and just kind of, does he cut it in half? Or?
Well, there was 2 of them, and he had to separate them, my tubes.
Is that the vestivorous?
Yeah.
Something wrong with it.
Man, I forgot. Something. I had a tip of my tongue, but I forgot what it's called. Vas deferens.
Okay.
He separates it. It felt like I got kicked in the left. It felt like I got not even a kick, a flick. Yeah, I got flicked there.
Because it hurt worse.
Because he moved it.
Because he lifted it. Yeah, the way he.
I didn't. You know what? Maybe I didn't want to hear this story.
So no, dude, it's not bad. It's little pressure, not like a little when you're messing with your boys and they flick you, not bad.
A little tap.
And then it went away. He cut. He goes, all right, I did this. He cut it looked like those sour ropes that you buy, the little tiny ones. Kids, you bought me some of those.
Sour punch straws.
It's like the straws, but like the small ones. And he goes, all right, do you think you're going to be able to get pregnant from that? And I go, no. And he goes, wrong. We got to do the other one. and he goes, or if you want, we could just play baby roulette, and you can keep one and see if you can. And Kinsey goes, no. And so he goes, all right, man, you're going to feel a little pressure on the right. Same thing, like a little flick. Not a pain, but it was awkward, weird feeling.
Yeah.
Does a snip again. I didn't watch the second one. Kinsey did. And then he sewed me up. 1 stitch.
1 stitch total? 1 stitch both sides?
He said 1 stitch.
Yeah.
I went home and inspected. It looked like a lot of stitches.
It's like Frankenstein down there. You're like, oh my God, that's not even mine anymore.
I'm like, how is
that? Somebody else's on there.
How was that 1 stitch? And I was like, there was. I don't get it. I don't understand what 1 stitch is, but it looked like a triangle. And that was it. I walked out. He just said, I said, do I need to walk different? He goes, no, walk normal. Put some peas or some ice on there for the first day or 2, and you'll be fine. Okay. And honestly, it was chill.
That's great. But how long did you kind of milk it a little bit at home? Like the pain.
Oh, like I'm dying?
So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak. So even though you were fine.
Yeah.
What did you, how long did you let it go where you're just like, I don't know if I can run to the store right now, babe. I'm a little
Kinsey was cool.
sore.
I did this for the entire weekend.
Yeah. It was, even though you were good after 12 hours.
Oh, yeah, I was good the 24 hours. I did, it was a football weekend, so there was football games on. True. So I just sat there and watched football the whole weekend, and that was great. And then you're supposed to wait a week before you.
Oh, wow, dude, that's got to be the longest.
It is.
You've ever gone.
The scariest part was peeing the first time.
Oh.
Because I thought I was going to explode.
You know, what's interesting, that's exactly what Kara said about after birth. She was like, I was worried about going pee after.
I don't think they're messing with any of the pee tubes.
There's tubes there, dude.
But I don't think those tubes are carrying the
urine. But there's also force that happens when it's
there was I felt like there was going to be some. I know.
I got you.
Like some explosion going on.
It was okay.
It was fine. Pee came out normal, and then you have to wait a week before you start. You still have some
reserves,
some reserves from your Navy that you just got rid of, so they're sitting ready to go, and they tell you need to blast off 15 times, and then you got to send a sample.
It's quite a schedule.
So I got to count every time, and then once I reach my 15, then I got to go send a cup.
What you have to do, Kinsey, I lost count. We got to start over, right?
I lost count. But yeah, that first time, also very scary.
Sure.
Because that one, for sure, I know that they messed with that area.
Got to be gentle.
Right. And everything's good. It was super easy peasy. I'm pretty much fully recovered. Stitches fall off on their own.
Great. When you say you looked, was it a little glance down? Okay, cool. And then you lay back your head back? Or was it a prolonged, I'm going to watch this entire process?
It was I'm good with that and laid back down.
Yeah.
Kinsey watched the entire thing.
Second question is, I know for a while y'all were dancing around will I, won't I. It sounds like Kinsey was all in for the vasectomy. Has she always been all in, or did she want you to wait a little bit?
We waited.
Yeah.
Just because we and even after I've done it, I still have that. I want a little baby again.
Yeah.
I just had a niece, and so seeing a little baby again, it reminds you how cool it is and how much they need you. And it hits even harder now that my kids are older and they don't need us as much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my kids now don't need me to help them do crap.
You can come babysit.
And yeah, but she's always been in. She didn't want to do it right when she gave birth to Chloe because they offered it. They said, "Do you want us to tie your tubes in?" And she said, "I was done." I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, tie your tubes. Okay.
Yeah, and she said no. And I said, "Why?" I thought this is it. We got our boy, we got our girl. Everything's good. Both came out good.
You slipped the doctor a
And
50.
she said, "You never know." Yeah, I almost did. And she's been on board for the last 3 years
Okay.
to do it.
And it was just a matter of
I was scared.
doing it.
I was
Yeah.
scared.
Really?
I was scared.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
Is-
I didn't do it because I was scared,
What-
and I finally did it, and it wasn't that bad.
What made you scared? Just pain? Scared that you're not going to have the ability to impregnate someone anymore? Feel like you're going to be less of a man? What made you scared?
Nah, I don't really care about being less of a man thing. Like, there's guys were like, "Oh, you don't have nuts anymore." And first of all, you don't understand what a vasectomy is because they don't take away your nuts.
Yeah,
They're
this
still
isn't
there.
what they do to
That's
dogs.
It's not. They're not. Yeah, they're not castrating me. It's the fear of it being so final,
Mhm.
and not being able to create life with my wife again, or that was the only fear that I had,
Yeah.
and that maybe something would go wrong down there, and
Right.
and that I'd be broken. That was a little bit of the fear too.
And
But,
then what was the turning point that made you go, you know what, it's time?
I feel like we're at the age where I don't need to be having a kid.
Sure.
Mhm.
I don't want to be because we've talked to Russ Face on this podcast, and his dad was in his 80s
Super
when he
old.
gave birth.
And
And that
you're-
you don't get to enjoy being a father when you can't get out there and get down and dirty with the
Of
kids.
course.
And so if I had a kid now, by the time they graduated high school, I'd be a senior citizen. You know, it's
Yeah. You don't wanna do that.
I wouldn't want to do that to the kids. It's not, and I wouldn't be around for their life. I wouldn't be there. I might not be able to make it for their wedding, so I want to be there. And that was my fear.
We kind of touched on this a little bit at the beginning, but it's so much more common for guys to do this, and it's just people are just so much more open about doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not a stigma's not the right
Right,
word,
but
but guys
taboo to
aren't
talk about
ashamed
it.
to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
anything. Like we were at Christmas, we had one last Christmas. We did it this weekend in January with a part of my family, and my cousin, he's a couple years older than me. He's talking about having his vasectomy, and my mom's there, and his sister's there, and his mom's there, and grandma's there, and we're all just talking about it,
Right.
And he's talking about his whole experience, and I'm like,
It's
how
just
is-
cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it, but I was like, wow, we would not have had this conversation if we were all the same ages 10 years ago.
Awkward story that you just reminded me that happened on New Year's Eve, because New Year's Eve was the week after my
Oh,
vasectomy,
yeah.
right?
Happy
So
New
that
Year.
was going to be Happy New Year. But we went to a New Year's Eve party, and I walked in, and Kinsey got in there before me, and one of the girls there looked at me, and she goes, "Oh, how you feeling?" Really. Now, I did get a vasectomy, but also I had been dealing with some really scary medical issues.
Sure.
That I talked on the radio
Yeah.
show about, where I fainted and it was scary. My heart rate was down in almost 20 something, and it was scary. I thought that's what she was talking about, and so I go, "Hey, you know what? I'm alive, and I'm getting the care I need, and I'm getting really deep with this woman that I think is talking about my scary medical issue," and she goes, "Yeah, I mean, Kinsey's definitely taking care of you." I could tell she's like, what are you talking about? Why are you making this that big of a deal? And I go, it clicked that she was talking about my vasectomy. Kinsey told everybody, and I didn't know that they knew. And she goes, "But you know what? You'll be back to playing sports in no time."
Yeah.
And I go, "Yep, that's what we're talking about."
Totally.
Stupid idiot me, assuming we're talking about the other thing. We're just trying to be silly and talk about vasectomies here.
We are already in 2024, and this year is the year of you. So get started on your resolution with Factors so you're ready for this new year. Factors Ready to Eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, you get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your front door with over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, veggie, and more. Plus, over 55 weekly add-ons. You'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your resolutions with Factor.
Now, how many fights start because you're so frantically trying to figure out what you're going to eat for dinner or for lunch or for breakfast? Forget all that. Factor's 2-minute meals are your secret weapon this new year. Fuel up fast with restaurant-quality meals, all delivered right to your door. And by the way, not only are you getting meals, but Factor also offers snack options like breakfast, smoothies, juices, snacks, and way more to keep you going no matter what's on the schedule.
Yeah, I had some of their smoothies, and they really were delicious. And Trey, like you were saying, there's so many options. You have over 35 meals to choose from per week. And when you get your order, you get this big variety of different things. And what's great is I can eat one thing, and my wife, if she fancies a different vibe for that meal, she can have her own thing.
I didn't even think about that one.
If I don't like this certain ingredient, but my wife does, cool, she can have that, and I can have this. So it's really great. Like, we don't have to cook a whole huge meal that one of us doesn't care for.
Right.
So it's really nice to have those options.
And also, no prep means no mess, people.
2 minutes.
Dude, that's the best.
So head on over to factormeals.com/chattydaddies50 and use code chattydaddies50 to get 50% off. That's code chattydaddies50 at factormeals.com/chattydaddies50 to get 50% off.
Okay, so we wanted to start with something good.
Let me go to the bad.
Now we got to go to the bad.
It's just sad.
So, just a few days ago, and I can make this. I can wail like a Civil War widow, or I can make this dead, just unemotional, and just give it to you straight.
You see fit. How
The fact that you could say I could do this unemotionally is wild, because there's no way I could.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it closer to unemotional. So
You're gonna try at least.
My dog Mowgli was 15 years old, and we had to put him down this past Friday, which is a tough thing if you are just you and your wife, if you're a single person. And then you have to add in the layer of a 3-year-old now. The 3-month-old, of course, won't understand anything. But Quaid, I know, has bonded with Mowgli. He has been, giving him treats, plays with him, lets him outside. That's how he learned to unlock the door. Like, is because he's like, oh, the door's like, he sees us do it. And I was like, hey, can you let Mowgli out? And he's like, no, it's locked. And then so I'll go over there and unlock it. And eventually that's how he learned to unlock the door. Anyway, so he, in my mind, I'm like, so Mowgli taught him something. But so yeah, after 15 years, he looks skinny, frail. He had a kidney issue that we learned about. He didn't seem to really know who I am anymore. He growled at me just when I was walking by, just for no reason at all. So whenever I tried to pet him, he'd snap at me. And it was time to put him down.
Yeah.
Well, so we decided on a Monday that we would wait till the Friday, just because he was walking really weird. Like he'd have to lean against a wall to kind of walk down the hallway sometimes. Anyway.
And doing it on a Friday, you have the weekend. You're not
to be together
dealing
as a
with it
family.
at work
Exactly.
also. And yes, you can be together as a family.
And so we were like, okay, cool. At dinner on Monday night, we're gonna talk to Quaid about it, and we're gonna talk through it all, and we're gonna read up on it first, and we'll figure out what to say. And they online, it's like, make sure you use the word die, death, things like that, so that they know it's not just going to sleep or things like that. And so we got nervous on Monday and didn't do it.
Oh, you put it off.
We're like, we don't want to ruin this dinner. Like, he's happy. We don't want to do it.
That has to be so hard. I've never had to do that. JC, I know you've had to put an animal down before, but
mine passed away that morning. Remember I came to work.
By and found
we were gonna put him down, and he decided, "Nah, I'm gonna do this on my own."
Yeah, bringing that up, I don't know how, because if it's a human, hey, grandma passed away last night.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say this is gonna happen
Friday.
in the future. This is happening in a few days.
And so I'm not certain why I felt the need to take the lead on this one.
I get it. I get that.
I'm sure Kara probably had the same feeling that she wanted to take the lead, because it's just, I don't know. But at dinner on Tuesday, I just was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And so I go, hey, Quaid, you know how Mowgli's not been feeling very well, and he's been a little grouchy lately? He's like, yeah, whatever. And he's still eating a chicken nugget or whatever, and barely caring about what I'm saying. And I go, well, so pretty soon, in just a couple of days, Mowgli's going to die. He's not going to be around anymore. He's not going to go on walks and play with us, but we're going to be okay. He's going to be happier, and he won't have any more issues or pain. And he goes, okay.
Kids are
That's it?
And
kids are wild, man. You think they're gonna break down and be in shambles, and they're so okay, matter of factish, right?
And so his body's getting old. It's breaking down. He can't live forever. So on Friday, he's going to pass away. He's going to die.
Can I have breakfast?
Cool. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's on. So candy tonight.
Uh-huh.
And
When
that
you
was it.
bring up a tough subject like that, is it kind of like ripping the Band-Aid off? Like, it's not as bad once you say those words.
Yeah.
It got a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting it out for the first time is the hard part.
Yeah, and it's taking that initial step because for me, if you have to come and tell me that my dog is about to be put down, I am going to be on the floor in my own tears and vomit. Like, it's awful. And I was just unconsolable on the actual day.
Yeah.
But
Were you crying while telling Quaid?
no. I'm able to do what I'm doing now. And
Okay.
Just compartmentalize and just give
Boom.
facts and be done. And so then.
Teach them how real men are supposed to do it and just shove
That's not
aside
for
your
spill all your
emotions.
feelings.
No.
I know. I know what
It
you're saying,
literally, when we were doing the euthanasia, I couldn't get a sentence out because I'm trying to hold back, like,
Sobs.
Yeah.
because I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to be. I don't want to be loud for other people in the whatever animal hospital, animal veterinarian clinic. Anyway, so then we're like, oh, well, that was really, really easy. That's surprisingly easy. The next day, he wakes up from his nap, and Quaid goes, it was a rare nap, and he goes, what happened to Mowgli? What happened to Mowgli? And I come into his room, and I was like, hey, man, what's going on? You okay? Mowgli's okay. Mowgli's still here with us for another couple of days. Do you want to go? You want to go see him? And so he went downstairs, and whenever Quaid was having some tears about that, he went downstairs, saw Mowgli, got to pet him a little bit. Mowgli wasn't in his bad mood at that point. And so we got to pet him whenever he was upset and worried about him, which was good. And that really kind of shook me, and I, tried to just be like, he's okay right now. You see, he's okay, and we got a couple more days with him. Let's enjoy our time with him. We can be sad in the moment later. And then whenever he came home from school on Friday, we did it without him, of course, and he came in the door. We didn't tell him before going to school. Mom said, hey, say bye to Mowgli. He's, this is our last day with Mowgli. And so he said, bye, Mowgli, love you, and walks out the door, no big deal. What broke my heart
Okay.
is that later that day, my wife told me that he said, I'm sorry about your friend, Lucy, to the cat. He was worried about the cat losing his friend.
What a.
And I just, I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, how am I not supposed to be?
It's the moments when you realize you're raising a pretty good human where you're
Yeah.
like, this is good.
Oh,
It's heartbreaking, but
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
I had a moment with Kaysen. It was the same with my kids, by the way. Okay, cool.
They just
Dex-
didn't care when
Hey,
you
guys.
told them.
We told them, hey, Dex passed away this morning. Oh, okay. But then it's almost like for kids, it sinks in later. It's like they're on delay. And then I caught Chloe crying in her room by herself, and then Kaysen also had a breakdown. But it's later. It's weird how it happens with kids.
Yeah.
So last night, I'm trying to navigate technology with my kids now. It is hard. It is so freaking hard, guys. My daughter she doesn't have a phone yet, but she has an iPad, and she started doing these little group texts. And I don't know how I feel about these, because on one hand, I'm like, okay, if I was a kid, I'd want to be doing this, right? You probably want to be in a group chat with your friends to not feel left out. So she's in this group chat that her best friend put her in, and they go to separate schools. So she's like the outsider in this group. And girls kept kicking her out, but her best friend would add her back in. And we need to do a little bit better as parents to teach our kids how to navigate these scenarios, because my daughter will go on the side and message her, and her best friend, instead of messaging her back one-on-one, will go in the group chat, and she's messaging everybody back, but ignoring the single chat. It hurt my daughter's feelings. Because we, as kids, don't know how to, okay, I see her point of view. Okay, all these kids are hitting me on the side. I'll just go in the group chat and message everybody so everybody gets a little love.
Right.
But my daughter is thinking, why don't I get my special text with my best friend, right? So her feelings are hurt. She deleted her best friend from the group chat she had put her in. And she came downstairs the next morning and said, I feel awful. I shouldn't have done that. It was mean. I added her back, but I still feel like it was mean. Part of me felt like, okay, that was not a good move, but you recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't want you on these chats anymore because it's creating so much unnecessary drama.
It does.
It really does, guys. It's so, and I don't know how to handle it because I'm learning this as we go. My son got his first phone for his birthday. He's 12 now. I wanted to wait till he was 14, but every freaking kid has one now.
Yeah.
And now he's the kid that doesn't have one and he's getting made fun of at school. So I was like, okay, what's it gonna hurt? So I got him it. And he is allowed to go on TikTok, and I watch what he's looking at TikTok. It's usually Fortnite videos. That's it, and some anime stuff. And last night I noticed before I went to bed that his light was on, and I had put him to bed an hour prior. And I went upstairs, and as I got up there, I noticed Kaysen was on his phone, and he looked up at me. And I said, "What are you doing, dude?" And he goes, "I'm sorry, Papa." And I said, "You're sorry?" I thought he did something bad or he wrote something bad to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "I'm sorry." And I said, "Why are you on your phone? I'm going to have to take your phone now. And from now on, it's going to be stored downstairs. You understand?" "Yes, sir." "But what are you doing? Because you know I'm going to look through it anyway."
Yeah.
And he goes, "I just really wanted to make something good because I wrote a mean comment on somebody's TikTok video, like some Fortnite player who has a 1.5 million followers." He assumed the guy wouldn't see it. And I said, "What'd you write?" And I said, "In fact, let me see." And I look at what he wrote, and it was kind of funny, actually.
Wow.
Because it wasn't, dude, I was expecting him to be like some of the troll kids that I see.
Right.
Like, "You are blank and garbage,
Right.
you piece of crap."
Go kill yourself.
It was on a like 5-minute long video, and Kaysen had just written, "You could probably just said that in one sentence instead of making a 10-minute video."
And you know what?
No,
Kaysen's right, too.
It's funny. He didn't say it. "You could have said this in 1 minute in one sentence instead of yapping for 10 minutes." Kind of funny, but I said, "Kaysen," and he goes, "Papa." He responded,
Oh.
and I said, "What did he say to you?" And I look, and he goes, "Well, there's a lot of good information on there. Maybe you just don't have a good attention span." So Kaysen, actually, a nice response to
Not bad.
Could have been way worse.
Could have been way worse because some of these guys are. And Kaysen said, "I just wanted to write him and say sorry, and that because I really do like him, and I don't want him to block me, and so I couldn't go to sleep without doing that."
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "So you felt bad because you felt like you kind of trolled somebody?" And he goes, "Yeah." I felt proud,
Yeah.
but also I felt like I screwed up for letting him have these liberties because it's on us parents.
Well,
I am
mean,
so lost in what to do in this world right now with technology.
It's kind of
boy.
just part of the game here. He crosses the line a little bit. You got to take the phone
Yeah,
back. And
right.
after so long, maybe he can get it back at night or whatever it is.
This is what
Just
I told
like
him.
the same with TV time or
This is what I
anything
told
like
him. I said, "Your dad works he's a public person, and you see the mean things people have written about me, and you've seen the mean things people have written about you. Because there was a dude that went at my son, and he saw a comment about his hair, and I said, how'd that make you feel? And he goes, I cried. I said, exactly. And every time I get a mean comment on social media, it breaks me. It does affect me mentally,
Mhm.
emotionally.
Oh, good. He's getting my messages from my Finsta.
100%.
Good.
Yeah. But it really does. And I said, imagine if instead of sending something bad or saying he's yapping too much, if you just sent him something nice and said, "Hey man, I really like your videos. Just send something good in the future." I said, if you do that, you'll get full access again. But for now, I took it away. And he said, "Yes, sir." So he didn't fight me on it. So he saw it. Made me feel like we're doing something kind of right, but also I definitely screwed something up somewhere in there.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I mean,
kids learn from not just you. So it's not. It's
Yeah,
not like
it's
you
other
screwed up.
people, right.
They learned everybody learns a bad thing from somewhere else. It may not have been you that was the person that was like, oh, where he learned. You know what I mean? That's not the seed of what happened.
And luckily, this little social media leaving a negative comment, luckily, this wasn't too bad of an infraction
Yeah.
Right.
of crossing the lines of technology, cell phone use, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So maybe just a little infraction. He got punished.
On a
Maybe
scale of
he'll realize that for the next time.
Scale of 1 to 10 on troll level being a 10 top troll,
Mhm.
it was probably like a 1.5,
Yeah,
2.
for sure.
Listen, this is not meant to be a weird conversation. This is a dead serious question. Did you have to tell Kaysen, hey, don't send picture, like don't send? That's conversation
Yes,
has not come
that's-
up yet, or is it at 12 you already have to have that?
That's what kept me up a little bit is that, oh my God, he's watching these videos, but at the same time, kids are smart enough to where he can
Sure.
figure out and he could be talking to a girl he thinks is his age, and it's some crazy, creepy guy. Yeah, I've had that conversation with him. I've told him, do not ever send pictures of yourself online. What if it's just a face? Nothing. You are not sending any girl, any boy, anybody a picture of yourself. Unless it's me going, hey, where are you? Send me a picture. If it's me or your mom, grandma, grandpa, cool. But if anybody out, I've told them so many times, I was a victim of that as a kid. And we didn't have technology back then. It is way easier for that to happen to kids now than it was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so I felt like it was a tougher conversation for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just know how guys are. I know how they can get around things and how can they make somebody change their mind and not listen to their parents. It's a lot tougher to have that conversation with my daughter than it was with my son. But yeah, I've had it, man, numerous times. Once a year, we at least bring that up.
Yeah.
Do not send anything. Chloe doesn't have access to that yet, but she will one day.
Is that like a sit down at the table and direct contact? Is that a car drive kind of?
It's whenever it just happens.
Yeah.
I guess it just when it's just you two and it's an intimate situation, you're not in public or anything. Yeah, but ours happened because one of our friends' son was a 14-year-old sent a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he thought he was talking to a girl, and she sent a picture, and she said, "Well, I sent you one, you send me one." And then they asked for money and said, "If you don't give us money, we're going to release this to your school, to your group, to your Snapchat group." And he went down there and had to tell his parents, "I did this," and.
Oof.
I don't know exactly what took place, but she told us to have a conversation with our kids, and that was like 2 years ago.
That makes me sick to my stomach.
It is scary.
Yeah.
It's a scary world out there.
Yep.
And I've already started having, not about sending pictures or anything like that, but I have those conversations with my kids all the time. We'll send our kids to like a day camp, like over Christmas break.
Yeah.
There were times when Mom and I had to work, and it's if we can send the kids off for 4 hours to the gymnastics place.
Oh,
or
sure.
whatever it is, we do that. Every time we go somewhere, you're going to a friend's house or whatever it is, what are our rules? No one sees your private parts. No one touches them. You don't see anyone else's. They know it. And, I don't know how much of that is sinking in, but it's commonplace that I bring this up to them.
I just hope that if something happens where that situation pops up, they'll remember my voice and go, "No, my dad said this is a red flag." I also tell them, do not go into a room with a grown-up. By yourself, ever. Mm-mm. I don't care. I don't care if it's a teacher. No, you're not doing it by yourself. You got to have a friend with you or another adult, and that's a big deal with me too.
Yeah,
nice,
good rules to have.
Was there a high in there to end on, or we got another high? Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody! Thanks for joining us. There
was about being proud of your kids for
doing
the right thing
proud.
in there. Yeah, we just kind of skirted off into something else.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for listening to us on this episode of Chatty Daddies. If you have not already, subscribed to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on. All the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Trey Peart.
I'm JC Chavez.
And don't forget,
stand up straight.
I love you.
Love you too.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.